person. Here's another young performer you may not be familiar with. Her name is Holly Robinson, and she is the young actress who co-stars in a police series called 21 Jump Street, which is on another network. I think it's on Fox, actually. Would you welcome Holly Robinson? Holly. How are you?
Very good.
See, listen to the whistles.
I'm so nervous, Johnny.
Don't be nervous. No, Mr. Reiner here is very nice, and he's...
If you've got legs like that, you should never be...
That's right. All legs. You have very nice-looking legs.
Well, thank you.
The minis are back, right?
And you know what? You
What?
look a lot better in person. You're a whole lot better looking in person.
You're kidding.
Yes.
What do I...
You look very handsome on television, but you
but
just
super
look
handsome
a lot,
in person.
Yes, this close.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say that.
That's true.
Have we met before?
No, I don't think we've met before, but, well, you might not remember me, but see, I lived in Malibu for about 12 years.
Yeah.
And on my way to Santa Monica High School, I used to drive on the PCH, Pacific Coast Highway,
Yeah.
and you sometimes drove next to me. And I used to drag race you, only you didn't know it. So, and I guess that's why I always
It's kind
won.
of a fantasy, you mean? And you...
Right. Well, not really. I mean, I was drag racing you. You'd glance
Yeah.
over at me every so often, but you didn't know it was
Yeah.
me, and I know. Well, now we're meeting.
Well, you were very young then.
Yes, I was young. I was living in Malibu and
Yeah.
having a good time.
Didn't your father work on some shows and still is working on...
My father was. I was the most popular 4-year-old on the block because my father was Gordon on Sesame Street when I was younger.
That's it.
And
So you became an instant celebrity, huh?
well, I was an
Because
instant celebrity, and you know, we'd have, you have office parties. We'd
Yeah.
have, Bob, Mr. Hooper, and Big Bird come over to the house for parties. It was great.
It's got to be a wild weekend.
It was great.
And all the kids in the neighborhood would...
Definitely, and they all come over, but I could never get on the show because my dad didn't want me to be in show business. And finally, after a lot of begging and pleading, he let me on the show. Had one line, I blew my one line.
Yeah.
It was Hi Gordon, and I didn't want to say that. I wanted to say Hi Daddy, so that didn't work. But now he's the producer of the Cosby Show.
Yeah?
Yeah, show that's doing very poorly in the ratings.
Oh, yeah,
over
it's
there.
just terrible. Bill is just struggling along.
Yeah.
Well, your dad really probably was trying to protect you because the entertainment business is, you have to learn to take the rejection, and it can be very difficult and competitive. He probably was just trying to...
I suppose, but he was really embarrassing me. I mean, it was very embarrassing being the only kid on the block who couldn't get on the show yet. My dad was Gordon on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
But I had a great time. I had a great time.
And what have you done besides 21 Jump Street?
Well, 21 Jump Street. Other than that, I've been known as an anthem singer these days. I've been singing the national anthem. I did Dodger Stadium twice.
That's the riskiest thing in the world for an entertainer.
It's a very hard song to sing.
Yeah.
And I sang on the Capitol steps, the bicentennial celebration of the Constitution, which was kind of a scary thing because I sang with the U.S. Army Band, and they played the song as a march, like they had to go to the bathroom, and they said... By the time they started with the drum roll, and by the time they got to the song, I was just waiting for the intro, and I got to the Can You See, and I missed the Oh Say.
Oh,
so,
that's a murderous song. Yeah. It's a murderous song.
It really is very difficult.
Robert Goulet will never live down the time he kind of botched it once, did the wrong words. And who was the first entertainer who did it really with, almost did a soul version of it?
Marvin
Feliciano.
Yes.
Feliciano.
Went on, everybody said was very proper with it, and he went on, oh, say, and started to do a number with it, and the place fell apart.
Marvin Gaye did it also very well at a fight.
Yeah.
But I get to make up for him doing it on Monday Night Football on Seattle versus the Raiders, November 30th.
Yeah, now, do you go in and rehearse?
Yeah, you go and rehearse. You better rehearse or else you'll end up missing the Osei like I did in...
Yeah, Osei, if you miss the Osei, you're in trouble.
That's for sure.
Now you got to catch up, right?
That's right.
And the band's taken off somewhere else.
That's right.
Yeah. So are you happy with your career? Things are
I'm
going
happy.
well?
I got off to a bad start. I did a movie called
Howard the Duck.
Oh yes, that was what it was called.
Well, look, that happens to
No,
everybody.
Howard was a great. It was great working with the duck, and I had a wonderful time. Feathers flying all over the set, and what can I say?
But you got to have a few failures in life.
Oh, that's for sure. But that was a big one. But I mean, I wasn't.
But nobody saw it, so it doesn't make any difference.
I worked on
Secret is safe.
I worked on the film for 3 months, ended up in it for 3 minutes, and that's time when you like to land on the cutting room floor sometimes.
Yeah.
But I had a great time, and then I got 21 Jump Street, and it's been upward ever since.
You single lady?
Yes, I am single.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. Oof. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that.
Well, let's put it, you're keeping company with
Yes,
somebody,
that's
more
right.
or less.
That's right. I'm not married. And
See, that doesn't really say anything. It doesn't mean you're going steady. It doesn't mean you're living with anybody. It's just, it's very proper. That's the old Midwestern word. We're keeping company.
Thank you. Thank you for getting me out of that
Yes,
one.
okay. Anyway, we'll take a break. We're coming right back. Okay, we just have time to thank everybody. Are you less nervous now?
I feel a lot less nervous.
You're a lot
now.
less nervous.
Thank you.
Well, you're a very charming young lady. I wish you much success in your career.
Thank you very much.
And if you see me on the PCH, why,
We'll race it again.
we'll drag race it again.